Now we get to talk about the fun stuff. Talking about expenses is not fun. Talking about revenue is a little more fun. That's a little more what we like to talk about as business owners. So your assignment here is really straightforward. You just got to list the things you sell. So if you remember from your SLAP statement, we talked about what you do. In your revenue streams, I want you to list all of the ways that you do that. So again, let me reiterate. Your what you do is your stake in the ground. It doesn't change. I sell slaps. Period. Full stop. Now, how I sell slaps are my revenue streams, my income streams. And so as I innovate, as I learn, as I grow, as I try new things, I'm always innovating my income streams. I'm always innovating how I sell slaps. So as an example, when I first started Silver Lining, we were more of a consulting company. People paid us $2,000 a month, which obviously didn't work because that's way too expensive for a small business. And we kind of did it for them. Then we became a training company. People bought online courses and came to webinars and workshops, and that didn't work for other reasons because although the price point was lower, I didn't actually think it was helping people in the right way. Now we're a software company. So our income streams look something like, our core SLAP program, my speaking fees, other partnerships that we do where we bring SLAP out into the world. So we have multiple ways that we sell SLAP. We have multiple income streams. I only sell one thing. It's SLAP. My income streams are the ways that I sell SLAP. So I want you to just in this moment list the ways that you sell what you sell, that you do what you do. A good business has between 3 to 5 income streams. So one of the things you want to watch for is having not enough income streams or having way too many. I see some businesses that are completely reliant on one thing. I do this. And then if you're not selling that, that means you're not selling anything. So you want to diversify your income streams. You want to have at least a couple of ways that you sell what you sell so that you have some variety and you've got some gaps. You also, though, don't want to sell too many things. If I had, one of the mistakes that I made is when we first launched our software, we had 7 different options for how you could sign up for SLAP. It's crazy. And it was all essentially variations of how many SLAP expert and SLAP manager calls that you got. It was so confusing for us and for our customers. And so we have pared that all the way down to just monthly SLAP. So when you have too many revenue streams, you actually confuse the buyer and make your business a lot more complicated than it needs to be. So you want to sort of define the way that you do what you do, ideally 3 to 5. Just a couple of quick tips on this because this trips people up. If you're a service provider that charges by the hour, this is an interesting opportunity to think about standardizing how you do what you do. So let's say you're a graphic designer. Maybe instead of just having an hourly rate, you could have, small projects, logo projects, web development projects, and have a standard rate attached to it. So I'm a really big believer in actually standardizing your offer and standardizing your rates. So that's one thought. If you run a retail store, right, and you sell 1,000 items, you've got so many SKU numbers, well, then you might want to think about ticket price, right? What is a small ticket price versus a medium ticket price versus a large ticket price look like as your 3 revenue streams? And then how do you start to think about creating buying experiences that fit within sort of a small, medium, or large ticket price? So some of you may have to group what you sell into creative, buckets. Some of you may need to expand what you sell to create more diverse revenue streams. Some of you might want to think about actually productizing services so that it's a package or it's a thing you sell as opposed to just random hours that you're quoting randomly and trying to track randomly. But the challenge here strategically is how you get the right number and variety of revenue streams, which is how you do what you do from your SLAP statement. Again, this is something where put a first pass at, but this could be a great conversation to have with your SLAP expert to really think about and get this right if you want to.